Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another guest round. This is Avocado Zala, aka the Last Blazeron, who is in the Xamel, which I don't even have yet, so I am very grateful to be able to show this thing off. I don't know anything about it, or how it plays, or anything, but he referred to this as his Godzilla round, and this is an all-support team, so this should be entertaining. I know the Zamel has, like, really great range with its main gun, but beyond that, I don't really know much about how it handles, so we're gonna see. I think, is this a melee-only round? It sure looks like it is, because no one is shooting anybody, and that is a thing. Yeah, this appears to be an all-melee, all-support round, of the type we did with just gun cannons once, as you remember, but, yeah. So this is an all-melee Zamel round, and he is in the Zamel, which is kind of a huge target, honestly, so this should be interesting. And he got knocked back, missed with his down swat. I can't even really call that a down swing. That was a swat. And, yeah, poked for about 1,200 damage. So I'm not going to be able to show you much about the capabilities of the Zamel right now, except that it can, in fact, smack things. But, this looks like fun, honestly. And yeah, I can see why he would say the Godzilla round, because, yeah, I can see the resemblance. You know, just the tiny little arms and all that. It's great. That was about 1,600 damage. Not terrible. Unfortunately, neither of those mobile suits are in suits that can downswing. So, or at least downswing in a way that reaches downwards. So that's, once people are knocked down, they're kind of down. There's not much you can do about that. I guess you could follow it with a tackle, and I'm not sure in a round like this how much difference that would make. I mean, you don't have any defense when they come in at you with melee, but yeah, so this one is definitely interesting, and nailed the downswing, 1,600 damage, and yep, went for the tackle, but that's a slow tackle, wow, so that was a little bit too late, and people are running into other people, which going to see a lot of that. I think he hit the shield there, and didn't quite do enough damage to destroy it, so now is that a full armor Gundam or a gun cannon mass production? Only one cannon, so it's got to be the full armor. I want to get the regular full armor too. Later this week you will be seeing a round with the Thunderbolt version for my Patreon, because one of my requesters asked for that. And the other, I got a new requester at the 2 mobile suits tier as well, so I will be figuring out what they want and trying to get it done. And thank you for your pledge if you're watching. Really appreciate it. And okay, it looks like the basic swing with the Zamel might hit the ground. It's hard to say. Or maybe the downswing does. Yeah, that's the the smack. And it looks like it will hit the ground. You just have to be extremely close. Oh, it was a gym cannon is what it was. I should have figured that, because that's going to be a lot more common than a full armor Gundam, and also a full armor Gundam would be using a beam saber, I believe. So yeah, that side swing didn't really hit much. Okay, the right swing seems to have pretty good range. Yeah, so the Zamel is a very slow hover mobile suit, as you can see. Like I said, I want to give it a shot. The MS in action figure, if you ever get a chance to see that, it was enormous. They used to have like a deluxe set, which was the Gundam NG Fighter, was the first thing in that price point. The Zamel, and basically the Zamel's backside was its vehicle. You had to assemble it in package. It was huge, and I'm happy I still have that ridiculous thing. Also happy I actually managed to find the U.S. release of the Devil Gundam, the Dark Gundam final mode, the one that turned into a face, because that was kind of hard to find for a while. So I only ever saw it once, and it came home with me. Alright, that's another one down. Yeah, okay, so his team is winning 5,600 to 400. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they just had more supports with beam sabers, or Maybe some of these people they're fighting are not in fact supports, which would give them an edge if they're fighting, generals and supports. But, and, yep, just sent the, well, tried to send the sorry tell, accidentally sent, hello. Basically the one that is translated, now that the game is in English, as show it to him, is just basically actually hello, nice to meet you. It's just a friendly greeting. So that's, it's saying different things in Japanese and English. It's the same basic thing. It's like, here's what you say at the beginning of a match, basically. But in terms of like strict meaning, there are differences. And looks like they managed to knock him around a bit. And knocked its shield. 2 minutes left. I have a feeling he's probably going to get killed right here, but a good tackle at least. Didn't somebody else got the counter, but he's alive, so that's good. Managed to tag its feet. He is out of boost. And oh, well, the enemy team's up to 2,500. That's pretty good. 449 hit points left, and he caught it in a tackle, which, man, that's the part that looks really Godzilla to me. The fact that he is just he is just so, much bigger than the thing he is slamming to the ground. It's reminds me of Return of the Jedi somehow. He should be like picking it up and gnawing its little piggy head off. But, yep, that's it for this life, but he went a long way just smacking people around with a Xamel. That's impressive. The gun cannon on paper should have a decent advantage in a round like this because it actually has balancers, which most support mobile suits do not. It can actually land out of its boost into a punch or kick, but unfortunately it still moves slowly enough that that's not always as useful as it could be. It's hard to really make super great use of that, but it is a skill unique to the gun cannon. So if you're ever in an all-support melee match, try out the gun cannon and see how you do. To be honest, I have a feeling things with beam sabers or beam naginatas are going to be more useful here. I think this is far enough back that probably the Gelgood cannon was not yet in the game, but I'd kind of like to give it a try. Okay, 600 tackle damage. That's pretty good, especially against, say, something with the same type. There's a Zaku tank, which, oh man, look at how tiny that is next to that thing. That is great. Okay, if we can have something this big in the game, it is time for the Zok. The Zok has been, ignored too long. This will not stand. I want my Zok. It is the most ridiculous, ugly thing, and I want to see it in here. So yeah, they won by nearly 10,000 to 3,300. That is pretty solid. And yeah, so that was an all-support melee match. And there's Zala in the Zamel, and he did pretty well. So yeah, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back tomorrow with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!